Lot 331 here, and the whispers have begun, boys. The whispers from corporate. There's a lot of people talking at home base in Grapevine, Texas, about what's going to happen in the future to GameStop. And these people are among some of these market managers, some of these executives, and some of these people at corporate. What is going to happen to GameStop? A lot of layoffs, and then an eventual filing for bankruptcy, as we've all been patiently waiting for years. And of course, I know a lot of you will go to the comments and be like, "Fun, diamond hands, yeah, we're gonna make $1 billion on stock." Yeah, I get it. I totally get it. And you're gonna go to GameStop and buy a brand new PlayStation 5 and say you're helping the business and you don't even know what a profit margin is, and that's fine. Keep doing that. But we're gonna go over all the secrets today. So you better share this video and share it well, because I'm shadow banned. Like it, please. It's a big help to you, boy. Watch my live shows Monday, Wednesday, and Saturday. And please like this video. Get the hell on it, doggone it. Let's go ahead and start off with something a little fresh. Says right here, was told to cut payroll and send people home. Was on single coverage and the store was robbed. Shocking. Why was I over payroll, you ask? I overspent by 2 hours to help process all of the 85 boxes of shipment I received last week, trying to maintain 14% pro card and 29% warranty. What the hell? For some reason, corporate said they want us to count shirts this week. That was really smart. A district manager came in and asked why I had so much product in the back still. Because of that comment, I called someone in. 2 hours later, I get a call saying I need to cut labor, single coverage at night, and the not so great neighborhood leads to a robbery and traumatized staff members who now wants to quit. I have no argument to talk her out of it. And there is none. They should quit. They should quit, because you're going to see a common theme with today's video. These GameStops are getting robbed left and right because people that generally commit theft are starting to understand that GameStops all over the country have one person working in them with zero security. It's like shooting fish in a damn barrel, and they know it, and all these people are in danger, and they don't care, which leads us to saying, F this place. It says my last day is Saturday. I wasn't going to make a promoted to guest post because I honestly wasn't really bitter. I loved working here for the first few months, but then we got a new district manager that only cared about numbers and didn't give a shit if the store looked nice if we weren't meeting metrics. That's how this always works out, boys. Well, today the DM comes in and starts talking about how we don't have any wins in our effort categories and asks us what we're going to do about it. Uh-oh. I explained to him that my last day is Saturday, and despite that, I'm still trying my hardest. I admitted that I'm not a great salesman, okay? And when I get no, I drop it as usual. I think most people should do that. He then went on to talk about how no matter where you go, you're going to have to try to sell some things to people that don't want them. Using McDonald's and French fries as an example, okay? Yeah, look, sorry, that's a bad example. If I see your weight starts with a 3 and then it's a 3-digit number, oh yeah, you already know, you getting fries, baby. I informed him that while that's true, McDonald's management probably isn't sweating not meeting their French fry quota. It then went quiet for a minute, and when my coworker offered to do the trash run, the DM said I could do it since I just don't care. And to top it off, when the subject of a fired former coworker who I'm still close with came up, he said, and I quote, "I'm glad to hear they're doing well, but maybe next time they won't hand out PlayStations. It was an honest mistake that cost them their job, and this fucker is making jokes about it. I'm sick of being talked down to my DM just because he can. I'm sick of being paid barely over minimum wage to basically run this place. I'm sick of the work that I do around the store being ignored because it doesn't help the company's bottom line. Saturday can't come soon enough." Look, dude, it is actually quite unnerving to see that almost all these stores still basically pay minimum wage. Whereas Walmart, Target, McDonald's, that the DM used as an example, is paying upwards of $17 an hour to start in entry-level positions in some of these places. GameStop still pays $8, $9 an hour. And how do people work there, you ask? That's weird, right? Why do people continue to work in these places? Because GameStop sells you the idea that you're getting in on the gaming industry, which couldn't be further from the truth. GameStop has nothing to do with the gaming industry. They tried forming a gaming development studio that flopped harder than the Marvels did at the box office, okay? They have nothing to do with this garbage. Nothing to do, which leads to a lot of people quitting today. Was going to put in my 2 weeks notice because I got a new job. That changed real quick when 20 plus boxes of distro came into my store during single coverage at a mall store. I wish you all luck this Black Friday. Oh my gosh. Okay, so guys, guess what? I've got a lot of messages from a lot of managers out there that are claiming there's going to be a mass exodus on Black Friday. A lot of these employees are going to quit on Black Friday, which is pretty much the coolest thing that could ever happen. Now, obviously, I don't think all of them will or anything, or even a large percentage, but it would be great if 20% of the company walked out that day, right? GameStop relies on Black Friday a lot. They don't change their prices. Their prices are usually either increased or the same. They'll just put $10 over what the price was and say it was more expensive before that. But that would be great. That would be great. I actually have a couple messages here that I could bring up. But I don't want to have to blur out all their names. But, you know, I'm about done. So I decided to cover a shift for one of my coworkers because with this minuscule amount of hours we've been getting, an extra shift or 2 won't hurt me. It was an opening shift, and when I arrived, there's already 3 people waiting for us to open. But about an hour into being open, FedEx shows up with 60 boxes of freight. Is it really worth it to stay at this point? I will tell you one thing. I do not miss that. Now, granted, back when I was there, we had people working there. There was people, 2 or 3 associates during Christmas that could help me do shipment or do shipment while I handled whatever else, marketing, what have you, price changes. But nowadays they're all single coverage at these stores. GameStop is pretty much on the leanest business model possible. Cut everything. They're going to probably do a huge layoff of a lot of people at corporate. A lot of people are going to get pay cuts. They're going to do a huge layoff of district managers. A lot of district managers may walk out. And I will actually read this to you. It says, unofficial update. I'm looking for a new job. This is a district manager. It says every single district manager in the region is looking for a new job. I don't have any faith and I don't try to defend the company anymore. There's a huge district manager exodus in the near future or a layoff. Interesting. Everybody being on single coverage is not helping these stores. How? Because it leads to yet another robbery. Yet another robbery. It says, just got robbed last night on solo coverage. Some dudes came in messing around shooting the sheet, asking about games, and while I had an air of suspicion about them, I gave them the benefit of the doubt and remained polite and professional about their questions towards consoles, as they are going to buy some for their kids. Doubt it. Eventually, they kept asking me to take the consoles out of the back to see them. Yeah, that's your number one. You already know. It says eventually they went to purchase a PS5 Slim and I went to the back to get a serial number. Our binder has been really messed up from dozens of distros coming in. I saw on the DVR the 3 dudes just go behind the counter, grab stuff, and bail. Bro. I had this exact same thing happen with one guy. Came behind the counter while I went to the back to get a system, stole like 20 games. So I called the store across the street. We actually, for some reason back in those days, GameStops were everywhere. There was a GameStop in the shopping center next to our shopping center, beside Target. We were beside Walmart. So I called him and said, hey, guy just stole 20 games from behind my counter. Just letting you know. And then I called a different store that was like 20 minutes down the road. This dude goes to the store across the street and tries to sell them and gets arrested immediately. God, these people have no brain. And I guess that makes sense as to why they're robbing stuff. I contacted my store leader and my district manager about it immediately. And while my store leader was super chill and understanding, telling me to lock the door and close earlier to stay safe, my district manager felt like they were trying to kind of brush off the incident aside by saying it always happens in retail and that if more people were working, there would still be robberies, and seemed genuinely concerned that I locked up early, asking me, is there any reason why you can't stay open? And that there was 0 chance the robbers would come back. So I shouldn't be scared. Luckily, the SL isn't going to schedule me for solo closing for the foreseeable future. I've quite enjoyed my job at GameStop, but I can't say I enjoy not feeling safe at work. That's just how this works. Step 1, that district manager is a dumbass and an ass. He's all the asses rolled into one big fat jiggly ass. Okay, and it's not sexy, it's terrifying to look at. Okay, this is very, very important because they could give 2 sheets if you get robbed. And they know it's coming. And if you die, they'll put out a PR statement. GameStop will be like, oh, our hearts are with this employee, blah, 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 blah. They'll have some insurance policy that they have that pays it out, and they're done. They don't care. They do not care if you die. They would rather risk you being open in a very unsafe area till midnight alone just to get a few dollars of operating profit. And there's a chance you could die for it. They don't care. None of them do. Zero. They could give two shits. They would let their grandmother die in front of them as long as they got a crisp $5 bill from the transaction. And you better believe that. What does that bring us to, guys? It brings us to the whispers at corporate. Ooh, here we go. The atmosphere at corporate is everyone knows there's a problem. Uh-oh. The company has been auditing departments weekly. These audits have been making it seem like we found the issue, here's the solution, so go out there and win. But these solutions are really only a small band-aid that doesn't help any other department. This being said, everyone doesn't talk about the state of the company. Instead, there's a lot of whispers. Ooh. First off, and I'm still looking into this, but apparently GameStop may be padding their employee headcount by not updating Workday. Uh-oh. Workday is not the internal management system, but a third-party company that is more of the PR side of the company for the public. What this means is those who immediately work with someone may know who quits, but those who don't work with them, they'll not know. What this means is the company could be doing this to hide how big the company-wide quitting has been. Because you keep in mind, if you follow this message board, there's 20 people that quit a day. A day. There's not that many GameStops left. If you have Workday, try looking to Workday to see if you find anyone that you know that has quit and see if they're still in the system. Secondly, I'll not be sharing names. A market VP was at Grapevine recently and mentioned how the regional leaders have been contacting them about the amount of employee turnover. They have multiple stores that may not be open for Black Friday. This is bad. I do not know if there's a game plan or not, but could you imagine field teams being told to work stores those days? Yeah, they wouldn't be able to because they don't know how to use the POS. Sorry. The VP mentioned that these benefit cuts are ridiculous and shouldn't be announced before the holiday. Oh, it's coming, boys. Look, guys. Look, it's coming. There's no way around it. It's coming. Ryan Cohen said they were going to lean out. They're going to lean out. What is the actual objective here? Okay. The objective for this leaning out, before the end of Q4, they're going to fire all these people. They're going to fire everybody. They're going to get rid of benefits. What is so important about this? You know what is important about it? A net adjusted profit during earnings because of all these closures, layoffs, plans, all of this. Different policies dropped, life insurance, short-term, long-term disability, all of that gone. There's a reason. Why? To be able to produce a net profit. Just to try to increase that stock price one more time before announcing it's over. What do you guys think? It's getting pretty spicy. Please let me know what you think below. Like this video. Very important. Share it. Very important. Watch my live shows. Very important. I take my shirt off. It's great. Get the hell on it, doggone. I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Yeah.